Hey guys, Mr. Bowman here. Today's learning objective is in yellow and we are learning to solve one-step equations. So today's video may be something a few of us already know, but it is really important. I don't want us to take things for granted. I want us to keep working on our basics and hopefully you'll be able to show and set out your working like I am today. So the first thing we're looking at is equations, which means we know we're going to be dealing with problems that look like, left-hand side equals to right-hand side. So we're always going to have an equal sign, and there's always going to be two sides to that. So let's get into a couple questions just to start off. So let's say we had 3x equals 9. So a lot of us would be able to look at this question and just go, well, the answer's 3. Bang, done. But I just want us to do this algebraically, and we're going to extend this skill every day. We're going to add on a new trick to this. So the first thing to note, when we're solving algebra, our job is to get the x by itself, which means we need to get rid of that 3 and move it to the other side. So the way we do that is that 3 is currently a times 3 because it's 3 times x. The opposite of times, so that's the key word there. We are dealing in opposites. And we're currently doing a multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So to get rid of a times 3, I'm going to divide that side of the equation by 3. And that's going to be 3x divided by 3. And that's going to leave us with an x. So I did my working on the side just to show you guys what we're doing, but I don't want our working on the side. Our working needs to be in the correct place. And an equation, what makes it feature? If you've done something to one side, you must 100% do it to the other side. Because this equation, it's a bit like a seesaw. It has to be in balance. So if we did a divide by 3 here, we must do a divide by 3 on the other side. So let's get rid of that. So that there becomes x. And then we've got 9 divided by 3, which leaves us with 3. And that's algebraically how we would get the right answer to that. So let's have maybe a go at division. So let's say we got x divided by 6 equals 4. Our job is to figure out what x might be. Again, a lot of us might be really observant. I'll go, oh, yep, well, x is probably going to be 24. But how do we get there algebraically? And again, the key thing is to note the opposites on the top. This 6 is a division. We get rid of the division by going times 6. So we're going to go times 6. We've done it to the left side. We must do it to the other side. Times 6 times 6. So focusing on the right-hand side, if you've got x divided by 6, we're multiplying that by 6. And as a fraction, that's 6 over 1. We've got 6x divided by 6, and that comes to x because the 6's cancel each other out. Again, I don't want you to do your working on the side. We're just going to do that. So the divide by and times, they're designed to cancel each other out, leaving the x by itself. And that there gets us to 24. And that there would be our answer for that one there. So that's multiplication and division. They're opposites. They work in pairs. Let's have a go at maybe addition and subtraction. So we've got x plus 7 equals 11. So again, our job is to get the x by itself, which means this 7 needs to go to the other side. We can get rid of that plus 7 by doing the opposite, which is minus 7. So if you've got a plus, the opposite version of that would be a minus. We've done it to that side of the equal sign. We must do it to the other side as well. So the plus 7 and the minus 7, they cancel each other out, leaving us with x by itself, and that's what we're aiming for. With our solving equations, we've then got 11 minus 7, which is going to get us to 4. And then last one, question number 4. Let's say we've got x minus 10. That gives us negative 2, so we can deal with negative numbers here as well. Our job, move that negative 10 to the other side. The opposite of negative 10 or minus 10, that's plus 10. We've done it to that side, so we've got to do it to this side. These here, they're designed to cancel each other out because that's what we're trying to achieve. X is equal to positive 8. So that was 4 very quick questions in relation to that. What I'm quickly going to do is I'm going to pause the video and we're going to get into slightly harder questions regarding the one-step equations. As the fifth question we're going to look at today. So let's say we've got negative 3x is equal to 12. So this here is times negative 3x. To get rid of a times, we do the opposite. So all we've got to do is divide by negative 3. And we're going to do that to the same side over here as well. Divide by negative 3 as well. Don't forget the times negative 3 and the divide by negative 3. They are opposites, so they cancel each other out. That leaves us with the x. And then we've got 12 divided by negative 3. That's going to get us to negative 4. So it's just a bit more annoying because you're dealing with negatives. We can do the same with our division as well. So let's say we've got x divided by, maybe we've got a fraction, divided by 1/6. And that there is going to be equal to 24. So we've got a divide by, the opposite of that is times, so we're still going to go times 1/6. We've done it to that side, so we've got to do it to the other side as well, which means x is equal to 24 times 1/6. And when you evaluate that, that there is going to get us to 4. So you may not want this step or that line of working there. That's something that just helped me solve that question. So we can deal with negative numbers, we can deal with fractions as well. So let's have a look at question 7. So let's say we've got x minus 1/2. That there gets us to, let's say, 3/2. Again, we've got fractions, but the same thing happens. That's minus 1/2. So to get rid of that, we're going to go plus 1/2. And then we're going to go plus 1/2 here as well. So x would be equal to 4/2, which means x is equal to 2. So same thing. And the final one we're going to look at, question number 8. Let's say we've got 4 or negative 4 plus x equals 10. And I just want to note the x and the 4, they're the wrong way around this time. And that doesn't really matter at all. So we've got an x here. We want that by itself, which means we need to get rid of this negative 4. To get rid of a negative 4, think of it as a minus 4. Opposite of a minus 4 is plus 4. So we've plus 4 on that side. Don't forget there's the equal sign, which means we need a plus 4 on the other side as well. And then that there is going to be x equals 14. So guys, hopefully you found this video useful. We've gone through 8 questions of one-step equations. We've done some easy ones, we've done some fractions, done some negatives. And the key thing you need to remember is we can get rid of things by focusing on our opposites. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Now let's get into heaps and heaps of practice.